Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trina. Today's video is going to be a flip through of February 2025 in my Kinbor notebooks, so my Kinbor A6 daily bullet journal, as well as my Kinbor Weeks memory keeping journal. February, being the shortest month, also happens to be the most eventful one, so let's get right into the spreads and pages that I have completed in these notebooks for February. But quickly, before we do that, we're going to go to the previous yearly goals and stats that we have here. I am trying my best to knock out a few of my reading goals every month, and for this month I managed to read more translated books. From January, I believe I only have read one translated book, and for February I read 6 more. So we are very much on our way to completing this goal of ours very early into the year, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I only need 3 more translated books in order to finish that goal. I did manage to read 1 book out of my comfort zone. I believe the one that I read for this one was I Plant Barbarians, which is sort of like a smutty, turn your brain off sort of book. So sometimes I consider romance, sci-fi, and romantasy as something out of my comfort zone because I really don't gravitate toward romance all that well. So the books outside of my comfort zone are mostly romance. Anything that has a subplot of romance or its main focus is romance, and also nonfiction. So for the month of March, I do have some nonfiction books that I want to read. So hopefully if I end up finishing that, then I could knock out a few more of this. Like, I believe 20 is too much, but sometimes if I really need to binge and finish these goals, I could always binge a couple of trashy romance books, and that will be fine. For completing the series, I did complete 1 in January, and for February I also completed 1, which is the Monsters of Verity series by V.E. Schwab. It is the what do you call that? This Savage Song and Our Dark Duet. I finished Our Dark Duet, and it's not necessarily a 5-star, but I did not expect that ending. Let's just say that. I did not expect that ending. As for financial goals, I did manage to save the 2.5 again this month. I saved in the bank more. I still did not get my credit card. Too lazy for some reason. As for the stationery and book buying ban, I did not complete this as well because I did buy a book and some stationery when we went traveling. And for the month of March, I believe I might not end up knocking this out as well because I might buy a new fountain pen because I did not find a fountain pen when I was out traveling. So we'll see. And the merch limit of 500, I have not went to a con yet. And there is one in April. I don't think I'm going to go there because the 500 pesos budget will be consumed because of, like, I believe the ticket is around 450, so I only have 50 pesos left for merch budget, so never mind. Creative goals, I have not done any of these yet. What do you call this? Yeah, I have not done any of this yet. Stash goals, I believe my paper products can fit in 1 box, but barely, so I'm not checking that off yet. And then I have yet to declutter my wardrobe again. Maybe do it after summer, like almost autumn. I can declutter my wardrobe. As for the Techukaigi, I did add another extra notebook for the year. I made another commonplace notebook for book quotes. I actually lost my commonplace book from last year that I carried over to this year. I don't know where it is. So that is that. And this is what we added to our reverse bucket list for February. My family and I went to Manila on the 20th to the 23rd. My reverse bucket list, if you don't know what it is, it's like my way of, like, I get intimidated whenever I list down a bunch of stuff in my bucket list and then know that I might not be able to do it anyway. So what I tend to do was that spontaneous or planned, but everything that I want to do, I just say yes to it. And then if I manage to do it, I put it in my reverse bucket list. So like, I have done this, so I'm going to put it there. For the 25 books in 2025, I did manage to knock out 4 books for February, which is fun. I still have a lot, but we're getting there, and at least I'm reading from my 25 books in 2025 list. And yeah, we're going to proceed to February. February's here. I made it into like almost Valentine's-y feel, but also a lot of food related because we went, as I said, traveling, and there was a lot of Japanese and Chinese food. So it's kind of perfect that I chose these particular, like a ramen, prawn, sushi, cat, and dumplings, because that's basically what we ate throughout our trip. The calendar is quite sparse, but it's fine. And look at this. This is very much satisfying for me that I have completed my February TBR, like all of the ones that I've listed down here and chosen for the month. And truth be told, on the very last week of February, like the 24th to the 28th, I did like try my best to dedicate that last week to finishing 3 books, because I still have not finished this whole entire TBR. I'm just happy that on the 27th I did manage to finish all of them because the books were so good. So I hope you look forward to my wrap up for February in my reading, as well as the book blanket update, because it actually is getting pretty. Here we are with the first full week of February. I did try to use up like these sorts of Valentine's Day stickers, because when else am I going to use those? And all of my spreads started out pretty sparse, like barely any writing in them. And then as the day progresses, as the week progresses, I start filling out a bunch of the pages, and it looks quite full, except maybe for this one, because I decided, nope, I'm just going to put a sticker there and then leave it as is. So for the month of February, there's a lot of like allergic attacks. I realized that I am not only allergic to seafood and mangoes and probably pineapple, but I'm also allergic to white pepper. And yeah, it was an ordeal, and I didn't really get it checked, because after what happened on that day, it subsided, and I was like, if it continues to get itchy on my eyes, especially as I am nearing 1 year into my LASIK surgery, I'm probably going to get it checked. But somehow it's gone, so I am staying away from all of the stuff that probably triggered me. Questionable if it's if I'm allergic to cinnamon as well, because I ate a cinnamon roll and somehow I also got an itch attack. Anyway, I did also start a sock project for my grandmother. My grandmother's birthday is next month, April, and I wanted to gift her some socks, some house socks. And I did one sock in red merino wool, and it ended up pretty bad actually. So I ended up scrapping that and actually used sock yarn. So I'm doing that currently, starting off with just the beginning rounds. And we'll see if this one is better compared to the previous one that I did. And then it's just a lot of reading. We had a power out here for the whole day. It's kind of bad because it was a Saturday, and sometimes you just can't work when you need the internet for your work, especially on a day that's audit. And yeah, this is the week when we went to Manila. I was supposed to add here like the locations of where we went, like a roadmap of some sort. However, I decided to just write it down here because there's nothing here. It was empty when I finished the plan with me here. So I do have a whole what I call this travel vlog for this. So if you want to check that out, I already have that up in my channel. I will put the link down in the description if you want, and also other videos from the month of February that you might be interested in. For example, the reading vlog for Cat Day, I will also include in the description. Basically reading all books related to cats for Cat Day. It's a whole reading vlog, a whole week. And most of the translated books that contributed to that goal was from this Cat Day vlog, because all of the cat books that I've read are actually from Japanese. Some of them are like translated light novels and parts of the series, and I really wish that more of the series, especially the Kamogawa Food Detectives series, will get translated to English. There's only 2 books that were translated to English. And also the second book, maybe Will Prescribe You a Cat. That's also a good one, because the first one was kind of bit left on a cliffhanger. So we would probably might get the second book translated one of these days. So yeah. And then this is for the last week of February. So I did buy a bunch of stuff during that Manila trip. One of the stuff that I bought was this shimmery paint, watercolor paint of Kuretake Gansei Tambi in gem colors. I always wanted a palette of it, and it works well. It works quite well as long as it's not too wet. when you put it on paper, it works well in the Kinbor paper, and it just adds a little bit of something to the page. So moving forward, I might end up using that sparkly pearlescent watercolor set in some of my spreads, like just sort of a background wash of some sort. I also got this from Manila, which is also quite perfect. It's a sea butterfly gashapon from Bandai, and it actually started out like as a deco or like a charm for your umbrellas. Like, it's very popular in Japan to have charms for your umbrella for some reason, and I decided to just take off the rubber part for the umbrella, the ring part, and then attach it to a clamp. So I attach it there at the back so that I have a little bit of an accessory for my Kinbor. So for this week, as I said earlier, that I dedicated it to reading all of the books that I have left in my TBR. So I have a 4-star, a 3-star, and a 5-star to end February, which was super pleasing. I'm really happy to end a month with a 5-star book. And yeah, it's also the week of my 4th YouTube anniversary. So I was not able to prepare anything for this day, sadly, but it's fine. It was super fun. I did write a post for this, and I'm just going to say it here on video. If you have been with me for any amount of time, joining us, even joining us just today, I am really grateful that you stopped by and click on this video. I'm really grateful for the community here and for everyone who has clicked on watch any of my videos for the past 4 years. I am very grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for watching and for commenting if you have ever commented. And yeah, 4 years, who would have thought, right? And then yesterday, as I'm filming this was yesterday, we had a spa day with my aunts. It was super fun, and that's basically what happened in my weekly format. So we're going to proceed to the dailies. There's only a few here in dailies. February 2nd, like, these are mostly highlight days. So February 2nd, I went out with my cousin. We opened a bunch of blind boxes. So what I do when it comes to like blind boxes for journaling is that I cut up all of like the designs, and then I stick in a sticker for all of the designs that I got. So I got cinnamon roll, pom pomporin, and Kero Kerpi. On the 10th, I did list out all of my allergy triggers. February 19th, I think this was like the day before we traveled and everything was going wrong. Like, I messed up while I was cooking eggs for breakfast. Oil dribbled down my new sandals, which was a bad omen, and also my nail clippers got broken, and also my smartwatch, which I was supposed to bring to the trip, failed and like, broke. It doesn't work anymore. It just keeps flashing. So I did not bring it, and it's basically dead now. So from 19th, I went straight to the 28th. The last day of February, because it was like the day before was the announcement of Legends ZA, because it was Pokemon Day, 29th Pokemon Day, and Legends series is basically one of my favorites. I really love Legends Arceus. I haven't even finished collecting all of the shiny Pokemon for that, for my shiny living decks, but Legends ZA made me super excited. And also, if you notice here, February 28th is my actual anniversary for YouTube. I made the account on the 28th, but it was March 1st when I first posted a video. That's why I consider March 1st as my actual anniversary. So we have a packing list here, and then I actually saw this during like Valentine's Day. My friend posted this. I don't know why I wrote curious instead of curious. Too much gaming, basically. So this is like a love post on a what do you call this, personality test, and I got the duck, which was kind of okay. So this is like a very cute Valentine's Day-ish personality test that my friend sent us, and I got the duck one, and it was kind of cute. And then on the next pages are basically all of the stuff that I got from Manila. So I have here the Shrouded Fables booster pack that I got from the booster tin, and then more Bandai Gashapon. So this is where I got this one. So it's that, and I got Dad got the jellyfish one. And then these are all of the Gashapon leaflets that I saved. So we got Lambo from Hitman Reborn. I did get this Pokemon one. However, when I when I got the first one, it was this Palmy line coin purse, and then Dad was like, I'm going to get a second one in the case that I might get, or like he might get the household one, which is the one that I really wanted. I want the rats or the mouse, but I got another Pommy. So my best friend and I am going to match because she loves the Pommy line. And then Virus Sweets is a suggestion from my brother, and we got the mocha, wait, not mocha, latte jelly. And then this is the last one. I did not, what do you call this, stick this down so that we could see all of it. Sergeant Keroro is my childhood, so I got one and ended up getting Kururu. And then for the Gintama one, I got what I wanted, or who I wanted rather, which is Takasugi. And that's basically all of the February spreads in my Kinbor A6 bullet journal. Quite fun. I really am happy with this. I'm pretty satisfied with how it looks. Now we proceed to the Kinbor weeks. For the Kinbor weeks, I did switch out my keychain here. Previously, it was Yu-Gi-Oh from Sword Art Online Alicization, and I saw this during our Manila trip as well. This is from the Owl Duo, and it is the Ralph's Curlia Gardevoir line in Ditto Faces, and it looks more perfect for this journal compared to the blue and yellow that is Yu-Gi-Oh. So I switched it out, and let's look into this. I don't think I have finished my monthly page in this because I haven't touched this in quite a while, but here is how it looks for the days that I finished a book. It's quite full as well. And then we have here our, I'm going to do that. So for the month of February, I decided to add like indicators here for when I am absent from work. So for the gray ones is absent because I was sick. For the yellow one is that I was absent because someone in the family was sick and I need to, like, I was the one who took care of them. So that's at least a way for me to know it's not me that got sick during that day. That's why I was absent, so that I could track my sickness as well. So for the month of February, I did have one insomnia night and I did have one accident. I don't recall how, but somehow while I was washing my hands with alcohol, I felt a sharp pain, and that means I was bleeding somewhere. So yeah, I have a cut somewhere. I made a mistake here again, like there. Forgot where I placed the blue dot for the rainy days. Had a lot of, like, I don't know why this is supposed to be, yeah, this was supposed to be one box over, but that's fine. It's already done anyway. So a lot of good days. A little less, as you can see here, a little less on the pains in my back and also upper and lower limbs compared to January. I don't know why that is, but it's a little less stressful for February compared to January. So it's like, it's good to see that I feel like I'm getting a little bit better, except for here. What is this? Back and shoulders. This is like quite obvious because I carry a bunch of heavy stuff for work. So yeah, that's obvious. And then, oh, I did finish it. I finished the February monthly page. Not really what I had in mind for this, but it's at a glance a good way to see what happened during the day, where I ate, how many books I finished, and I also added a heart for all of the, like, it's me indicating when I cook something new or something good, I guess. If I'm satisfied with my cooking, I tend to put a heart and what I cook for that day. So this week is full of me cooking something, except this when I ate KFC. Anyway, I also got a GAD pack this month, which I actually forgot. So I got a GAD pack in Pokemon TCG Pocket, which was fun. So we'll proceed with the weekly. So we can start here actually with the weekly because the 1st of February is here. So this is when my cousin and I went out and bought a bunch of blind boxes. I did have 2 of the blind box cards here, but I placed it at the back because it was too bulky. So I had Cinnamon and Kirakuropi here at the back. It was Chinese New Year, so I decided to make it super gold and red related. For the next week, I had Charlie and Vaggie here for Valentine's Day. I mentioned this when I made it, that I wanted to have Angel Dust and Husk as our center here. However, I did not have an extra Husk because my brother's favorite character is Husk, so he monopolized all of the stickers from the set, so I decided to just put Charlie and Vaggie there. For this one, this was a more recent video of mine that I made the spread and the spread after it because I wasn't able to film. This was the week when we went out to Manila for our family trip. Super full. I decided to write all of my entries before filming because I know that there was a lot of stuff that I was supposed to write for this week and also the next one. So this is all of the remaining stuff, like the booster pack, the card backing of this keychain, all of the gashapon, like this is the other one, as I've said, and then stickers that I bought from that trip as well. And then this is the last week. This is actually fake Pokemon cards, so don't worry that I stuck it in there. But for this particular week was the week that Pokemon Pocket TCG came out with the new mini set, the Triumphant Light set, and they did have like the unknown, 1-star unknown. So I decided to put there. I bought these cards at a random bookshop. So unknown, and then I got the Mew here to indicate that I finished the Apex Legends pack. So the whole deck is full, and I got the interactive Mew card. So yeah, just a little bit of an indication for me that it is this week that it happened. So yeah, I've already mentioned all the stuff that happened here, and yeah, that is the 4 spreads that we have for the month. Oh, did I miss this? Oops. Okay, this was actually the 2nd week. Okay, I did miss it. No wonder. So this is for Cat Week. Basically, this is the week that I filmed the cat vlog for the one that came up on the 17th. So it's all cat related. So this is where I got the God Pack. This is all of the books that I've read for that weekly vlog, and I just basically decorated the whole page with anything Japanese and cat related, and especially a cat that's eating. It's quite perfect for the books that I've read for this week. So yeah, so those are all of the pages that I've decorated for my Kinbor weeks for the month of February, and that is it for this video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed. Do let me know down in the comments which spread you think you enjoyed or loved the most. If I'm being honest, I really enjoyed the cat ones, which I actually forgot. But it's pretty cute. This cat reminds me of my friend's cat, if I'm being honest, and it's pretty adorable. And also this one. So yeah, do let me know down in the comments which one do you love the most. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this flip through of ours, and I hope your February went well as well. And I hope your March is full of blessings and fun activities to look forward to. And yeah, that's it. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. So until then, guys, take care.